The interesting part about solo traveling and my experience here, or like my experience from yesterday, is just it's not about being alone. I like to be alone, and I actually enjoy to be alone or by myself. It's more that when you sit in a restaurant or that when you're somewhere alone, what do you do? Because the hard part, I feel like, about my generation or about like the time we have now is to just be without distraction. And I just realized that when I'm at home, there's always a lot of distraction. Like, I'm never bored, or I try to not be bored. So I actually always have a distraction, um, or something to do. And here, also because I don't have like internet on my phone or Wi-Fi on my phone, and actually my e-reader, I forgot to download some books, so today I can read if I want to, but yesterday I just was sitting in these coffees and restaurants, and it was interesting because I started to hear conversations. I like I opened up more to the things around me and what's happening around me, and actually also just got inspired by that, just being there and not really doing anything. But still there was like a feeling. I felt like I didn't use my time that well, when I was sitting there and just listening. And also like after, I don't know, I mean, the drinks are coming, right? And the food is coming, you eat, you drink, and then it's finished. And then that time period starts where you're like, should I stand up and leave? Or should I just chill and be here in the moment and just look around me? And then there are thoughts like, okay, if I get up now and go out, what do I do? Because I'm alone and I can decide everything. So it's like a weird thing of like maybe just deciding for myself, which is weird, but also just have that freedom just to do whatever. And that's something I wasn't expecting actually, because I thought, okay, I'm just gonna eat and it will be fun and I will walk around and I will have time for myself. I will create a bit, and then you sit there and you don't want to create, or you already did and just want to be there, but then you're bored kind of, or you don't know what to do and you feel like you're wasting the time you have. But actually it's not wasting time, it's just clearing your mind and being there with no distraction. And actually that's a good thing, because you can get inspired by things you normally maybe don't see, or you don't have the time to think as much. And yeah, so my first day was kind of up and down and a bit chaotic in that sense, but I really like it and I really loved it. And today I have so many plans, or like I actually didn't plan anything for this trip because it was so spontaneous. I was planning to go to San Francisco, but it didn't work out, so I'm in Lisbon now. And I feel like today I will just go to a restaurant, actually, just like a really cute cafe, just in front of my Airbnb, and I will check that out. And then at 2 I have a surf lesson till like 6, which I booked this morning, so like half an hour ago. I have a full day tomorrow and like a kind of full day the day after, so there's still some time, which is interesting. That's also a big part. or what I recognize, like time flies by not as fast when you're alone. Also in the restaurant, sometimes I eat in like half an hour and then I leave the restaurant and it's like just I had a whole dinner and it's like 7:30. So what do you do? So that's interesting too. The weather is beautiful and yeah, let's see.
Yes, salmon toast.
And the matcha latte with oat milk. I actually just walked through the city and I ended up here in the botanical garden without any plans. I just walked and then I saw the sign and I was like, why not? So proved again that sometimes if you just do stuff, you end up at the most beautiful places. And I'm so excited to see where it's heading and to see it. It's just amazing. Just right now I just got inside and I'm just overwhelmed because it's so calm in the middle of the city and amazing nature, and excited to be here. So just go for it. Actually, you end up in very nice places if you don't have a plan. So I'm on my way to LX Factory. I got it recommended by a friend and I'm curious. I think there's food and shops. It's like a little city or I don't know, but I'm excited and I feel very nice. Sadly, my surf lessons were cancelled because of the weather and the conditions, but maybe going tomorrow. So I needed another program, so I'm here now and let's see. Excited. Okay, I'm waiting here for my boss, and I got one of these, and they said I should put some cinnamon on top. So let's do that. Not too much. Okay. There you go. And I think they're called pastéis de nata. Something with cream. So. Mm. Mm. So good. 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. So it's my last day here, and I'm just going to Santos. It's like a cute neighborhood, and look at that. Oh my god, I can't, it's so beautiful. And just going there for brunch and a little stroll, and then by 1:30 I will take the cab to the airport. And it was such an interesting trip for me, because I really enjoyed it, but at the same time I was like, I didn't really know, like at some points I had these, not breakdowns, but kind of, and where I just was lost, and I was like, okay, what am I doing with my life, what am I doing here? And it wasn't about being alone, it was just about having the time. And I strictly told myself, like, for these days I try to limit work as much as possible. So yeah, it was interesting to have so much time just for myself, and it came with highs and lows, but I really want to do this like once a year, to do like a solo trip for a couple of days and just be by myself, and also maybe try to be more offline, which I also tried. Now I have my e-reader with me and just read in the coffees when I don't know what to do, instead of being on my phone. And, oh my god. And yeah, so it is interesting. And actually I did like solo trips before, but it was more like traveling to, for example, Colombia, and then I stayed in hostels, and I like wanted to meet people, but the goal of this trip wasn't to meet people. That's why I got an apartment. It was more to be with myself and be inspired by things, and like get lost, and I don't know, because I feel like there's so much like distraction around us all the time, and as much as I love my family and friends and everything, but it's also like a distraction from being with yourself. So yeah, I definitely learned that, and I also tried not to meet too many people, and I actually went on dinner with a friend and a friend who stayed with her. So I didn't actually know that she lived here, but she's here now since 7 months. I met her in Hamburg when I was living there for a couple of months.
So it was really nice meeting her, seeing her again. But I also try to limit that, like be with myself all the day and then maybe meet up at night or like in the evening, and yeah. So I will definitely do it again, and I feel like I want to implement some more me time into my day, like without distraction, just reading, just being, and yeah, exactly.
As well as alternative and smoking simulating products. All lavatories are equipped with smoke